What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we're going to be talking about NBA 2k23 MyTEAM, lads. Get my solid 350 XP for the discount there, but lads, make sure I did log in all these days, didn't I? I need to be on 10 surely for this. Where are we now? Season 5. Yeah, I got all 10. So anyway, we got Jazz. Jazz's Twitter right here. Shout out Jazz. Looking forward to when he comes back to his content. Obviously was a huge part of mining community and still is, obviously. He's just coming as a few things going on. But describe NBA 2k23 MyTEAM in one word. And this is a really interesting tweet because there's 140 replies. And I want to discuss some of this. I think it is important to look at all this. My word, I had two words. Failed experiment. And I'm going to be discussing that in a different video. I think failed experiment is pretty good. Is a pretty good way of describing it. We've got bad, we've got unrewarding. You see, I don't know how I feel about unrewarding. I don't know how I feel about unrewarding because I actually do think that there is a lot of really rewarding things. I think early game trophy case was incredibly rewarding. I think as much as so many people just couldn't do it, the Friday grinds were kind of rewarding. The takeovers, as much as they were just crazy grinds. I think that KG was rewarding, and I think the bracket busters are rewarding. So I think there were a lot of things in the game that have been rewarding. So I think overall, that's not a really good way to describe it. Bipolar, I mean, that's as accurate as I can say. You don't know what the hell is going to go on any given day. It's just wild. I'm so confused. I am so confused. Whenever I look at my team, I'm always just really confused about what the hell is going on. So I think bipolar is not a bad description of it. Befuddling, fair enough. Shameless, I agree. Absolutely shameless. Pain, fair enough. Disappointing, yeah. I remember at the start of the year. And the only thing that I can say, because I remember reading the dev blog at the start, the whole takeovers Tuesday and Fridays not really being as hyped up as they should have been. I think it was just bad requirements from 2K. I think that idea was really good coming into the year. I think a lot of 2K have had a lot of good ideas. I think the trophy case screwed up everything. I think even if you want to say you enjoyed the trophy case, I think you can always say that the trophy case meant that we got cards that should have been out of Christmas on day one, which meant to make cards better in packs. They had to get people to buy packs to make cards better and better, which led to Tim Thomas, which led to Yao, which led to Taco. So yeah, I kind of understand that. Disappointing, stingy, waste. Terrible. I'm not going to call it terrible. I hate it. I hate playing it, by the way, but I think that's more gameplay-wise. It says good if they tried. Man, they are trying. And with the amount of new things we've seen this year, I can guarantee you they've worked harder this year than any other year. It's just... I'm gonna make some longer videos on it when we're kind of into boom season, if we ever do hit boom season. Some more edited videos, kind of breaking down the entire processes of why I think that it's just been a disaster, even though it shouldn't have been. I think there are enough good things in this game. Or breaking down that it was bad decisions more than a lack of trying. And their priorities were in the wrong place, basically, in a lot of things. Inconsistent, tiring, I agree. Really good and really bad at the same time. Hence, inconsistence, trash, Monopoly. I do think that a lot of their... I don't think specifically their decisions from my team have been focused on it being a monopoly. I think the overall totality of the marketing towards the game is banking on players returning because it's basketball. Useless, Utah, fruitless, inconsistent. I think that's a decent way to describe it. Disjointed. That might Project Elevate. That might be the best word that I've seen. Disjointed. I can guarantee that decisions are almost probably made on a day-by-day basis, and they're going back on things that they've had. They're making decisions last minute. It's very, very clear that they're just throwing shit at a wall and hoping something sticks. And a lot of things have stuck. A lot of things have been disasters. Anti-consumer. I agree, but I think that's more so a thing on the 2K as a whole and video games as a whole rather than 2K. Potential. I think that might be the most frustrating thing, is that there's potential, but I think gameplay is just the worst part about it. Dead. The most dead. Like, as far as just... It takes longer to find games. There's less people playing it. No one's having fun. No one's streaming it. And this is the whole thing, is like, when people are having fun in a video game, you might be saying, oh, like, whatever about views. But the big thing is that when everybody's having fun playing a game, when everyone's having fun, there's loads of people streaming themselves playing the game. And if you look at people streaming 2K, the only people that actually stream playing the main game, which is Unlimited, are like Jacob, Splash, and Nike. And that's it. Like, everyone else, like, DFS sits in the menu. I sit in the menu. I'm the worst. I don't even play clutch time. I sit in the menu and insult my chat. Like, in fairness, my chat insults me, so I insult them back. But like, this is a DBG stream. I load up the game. I sit on a menu. I'm bored, and I'm like, I might as well play a game. I blast some Avril Lavigne, or maybe some Paramore, or who knows, maybe some Rammstein in the background, and then just proceed to win 90% of the games that I play on stream, but not win them in a way that everyone just calls me trash, and then me just abusing the chat saying I'll pop you by 30. Or tell them to go F themselves. Like, it's bad. Amusing, disappointing, sad, thrilling, this is a lie. That is one word that even the company guys, even the guys who get all the benefits from 2K, so they're not going to risk any of that by saying a single negative word about 2K, even they won't use the word thrilling. I genuinely think that the word inconsistent is probably as negative as some of these guys would ever go, and I still think they will all say inconsistent. Disappointing, meh, broken, yow. I mean, I was considering putting yow as the word. Underwhelming, irked. I mean, fair. Bad, lol. Petty. I think that's somebody obviously came in and made that decision. Whether it's someone that was already in there and they came to more power. Like, for all I know, it's somebody that we all, like, the person who made the decision to not only, like, ban us all, but to DQ the 250k qualifiers. And because I know that was a real last minute decision. That was not planned for when they banned everybody. Like, that was, I'm pretty sure, decided like the day before they banned everybody. That initially when they banned everyone, there was no intention of doing that. So obviously they made a different decision. 2K unfollowing their MyTEAM page, unfollowing all of us, then posting a tweet to let us all know we'd been unfollowed, and then refollowing Henry because they realized, oh crap, we shouldn't be unfollowing someone who's on payroll. And then all the 2K devs, even guys that like we would have been friends with when they were members of the community, being forced to unfollow us. So yeah, it's petty. It is petty, completely petty internally. But at the end of the day, like, whoever did decide to make all those petty decisions, they're doing their job in the way that they want it to be best to be, and we're doing our job. So that's the thing. When it comes to petty with players, I don't think it's necessarily that much pettiness towards the players. I think the banning isn't petty. I think, look, that had to happen. Like, it just did. MT sites have been running out of control. I think the bans had to happen. I think the pettiness is more so shown towards us, and their pettiness realistically isn't being shown towards anybody. Outside of, like, I think mainly 2K are being petty towards me, JD, and freaking Ty. Ty is the worst because Ty tries to word things nicely. I'll say this right now, like, if you're looking at mine or JD social media, you'll think we're dickheads. At the end of the day, our job, all of our jobs, is to be reactive towards what happens in 2K, and if we hate it, we have to like say it. But at the end of the day, as petty as they are, they're doing their jobs, we're doing ours. Inconsistent, ass, dull, horrible, amazing. Don't lie. Boring, demoralizing, I agree. Incredibly demoralizing when you don't get something for St. Patrick's Day when you got month without moments cards. Divisive. I don't think it's divisive at all. I think it's, do you think that are you willing to overlook the 9 negatives in the game for the 1 positive? Or are you willing to just continue to count out the 9 negatives? And are you willing to, whenever 2K gives us 1 bit of good content, forgive the 3 weeks of shit content before that? Fruitless, disappointing, tedious, petty, stale, needs improvement, 2 words, but there's nothing wrong with this, you're right, but I always hate that when someone says needs improvement, they don't explain what. Predatory, I agree, but I think that's video games right now. think they're all predatory. I don't think it's on 2K. I think 2K might be more predatory. 2k23 fun, MyTEAM boring. You're not wrong. He's not wrong. Like, Oko Dre is a prime example. Like, if you look at his YouTube channel, the guy's booming. Like obviously, whatever about the 250, 275k subs, like, the vast majority of that has come from shorts, which is like a different type of subs. But like, when he was getting nothing. Like, when he was making MyTEAM videos, he was getting like 3, 4, 5,000 views. And when he moved away from MyTEAM, 26k. That Shaq video has been in my recommend the whole time, 215k. So his move away from MyTEAM has boomed his long form content. Obviously, the growth was from the initial growth, or all the growth, realistically. I think he'll even admit it's from shorts. But the fact that he's had to move away from MyTEAM and long form content to get any growth, he's not wrong with that. I don't know what perturbing means. Embarrassing. Even I wouldn't. I mean, he's not wrong. He's more blunt than me. He's more blunt than me. I'm sorry. JD's more blunt than I am. He'll straight up say it's as a mode, it's embarrassing. I think a lot of individual things have been embarrassing. I think the pettiness is embarrassing towards all of us creators. But again, I wouldn't call the mode embarrassing. They've done a lot of good things. Disrespectful. Again, I think I wouldn't use that word. I think there's been individual moments that have been disrespectful. You could say have been disrespectful. Again, no Irish cards, St. Patrick's Day, no moments cards. Incompetent. Now I think it's more so they have a list of things, they have a list of priorities, they have a list of end goals, and I think it's misguided. I think it's completely misguided end goals. I think misguided is a better one. Inflation, deflation, lazy. I wouldn't say that. You're not wrong. Garbage, scam, 2 words, shot timing. I genuinely think that greener misses was a horrible thing. I'm gonna mute him. I'm gonna mute him. I'm sorry. I like you. I really, really like you. If you're watching this video, I think you're a really, really good guy. I will gladly answer any DMs. But come on, man. Come on, where's the mute button? I'm not gonna unfollow you. I'm not gonna block. Because he is genuinely Blasian's an unbelievably nice person. But come on, man. You cannot call this game dope. I'm sorry, you just played CET offline. In the last week, you have defended RNG and then said this game is dope. I'm sorry, like, I disagree so heavily with that Blasian that I'm muting you. If you ever need to reach out to me, DM me. Really, like, if you ever need to reach out to me and you're watching this video, please DM me. I'll always have time for you. Really good guy. But, I'm sorry. I cannot listen to this without losing my damn mind. Assuming this tweet only allows replies from people you follow. I mean, that's the part of pettiness. Inept, bad, greedy, chaotic. Chaotic's good. Unhealthy, cruel. Cruel's not a bad word to describe it. Cheese. Strategy? So yeah, that's it. I would say, I'm trying to think, the best one, there was a really good word and I can't remember what it was. Careless, I wouldn't call it that. Like, inconsistent is the most thing, and I do agree heavily with that. Divisive to an extent. I think there's 10 times more negatives than positives, so I'm not gonna call it divisive, and almost everybody is negative towards it. Underwhelming. Disappointing. Extinct. I mean, monotonous. Where is the word? Misguided. Misguided is probably the best of all these words I would use to describe it. Completely misguided. Everything from their idea of what we wanted with the trophy case, as well as their planning, as well as their idea of what we want content-wise. It's all been, everything has been to play catch-up because of the fuck up of the trophy case. That's simply put what it is. So that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.